In the world of gaming and content creation, there are a lot of big guys, creators that viewers continue to show up and watch, and with this comes a sense of community and camaraderie. However, unfortunately, everyone has their own idea of how the gaming scene and the content creation scene should work, and this can clash with the sense of community that YouTube and Twitch streamers and pro players have worked to achieve. The topic that I'm going to talk about has everything to do with this. Today, we will discuss something people have memed and created copy pasta about for a little while, even the great Lil Nas X. The reason I'm here is to analyze what Ninja wrote in his tweet, find out exactly what he meant, and then decide whether what he said was a good or bad thing, and if people who criticize this idea are making it out to be more than what it actually is, if that's cool with you. Pixel Time, episode 1 starts now.
GG's.
GG's, man. My shots are doing no fucking damn piece of shit ass game, man. Where's my bullets going at? God, man. Man, god damn this fucking game. I'm gonna flip out, man.
Raging on a video game. Rage is a very special type of anger. If you haven't watched my video analysis on anger, you wouldn't know that true anger does not come without a cause. Raging is an even more special type of anger. People that are raging spam forums and social media, cuss people out on the internet, and are obviously very angry. A lot of people rage on social media, but most of this rage comes from video games lately. Let's face it, no one feels this annoyed over tests, over job applications, over spelling bees. I would say sports is a close second, and by close second I mean not close at all. You've seen the rage compilations. But the core feeling of rage a person can feel playing video games is absolutely real. I almost bawled my eyes out because I couldn't plug my UB Funky into the fucking web space that they were housed in. Actually, I don't think it was that. I think I was just too uneducated at the time to understand how left clicking and right clicking worked. So I just kept right clicking the whole time and I got pissed whenever the menu came up. I did figure it out, but by the time I got to that point, it was time for me to go. And I never got the chance to play it again. That was back when I was like in elementary school, 11, 12 years ago now. So I completely forgot about that game until just now. Like I was thinking about it, I looked it up on Reddit. The tip of my tongue subreddit is very useful for finding things that you don't remember the name of. The people there are really helpful. Check it out. So anyways, I wanted to play the game, but it got discontinued in 2020. Very unfortunate. Anyway, we've all seen, well, most of us have seen this tweet by none other than Tyler Ninja Blevins that stated, "The phrase, 'it's just a game,' is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing. Imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle." This tweet was clearly used to criticize people who used the phrase, "it's just a game," to justify a loss. I mean, you've probably said it, or someone else has probably said it to you. I guess in the grand scheme of things, people love the camaraderie, the willingness to get better to where they need to be, but some of these tweets seem to insinuate that every gamer on the planet is one that gets up and punches a hole in the wall every time they lose. Like this one from Ziana. This is a disappointing stance to have, particularly from someone with an audience who will take this as, "it's okay to smash my keyboard, scream at all my loved ones, punch a hole in the wall just because I lost the game." Channel that energy into something constructive, not destructive. I think it's a pretty naive one coming from someone who plays Overwatch and World of Warcraft, games that are known for making people rage out of their ass. It's honestly like anything else in life. Let me give you some examples. You're working an extra job at a restaurant to pay the rent because your roommate left the apartment and it never came back, let's say. So one day, your boss said they can't pay you anymore and you get laid off. How would you feel? Stressed? Angry? I mean, it's just a job, right? You can go get another one. I think the problem is people, after all this time, don't really understand or view gaming as part of the average person's life, or a hobby that is deserving of a basic level of respect. There are many hobbies out there that people understand as something that they would most likely want to invest their time in. People like art, people paint, people sing, people dance, but what? People make money off of video games, people make money off of selling paintings, people make money off of their Spotify listens, people make money off of circus acts and ballet performances, people make money off of selling themselves on OnlyFans, for fuck's sake. But what? People make money off of playing video games, off of making them even? Why is that allowed? And of course, we get into the idea of competitive gaming for money, like a sporting event. And when it comes to sports versus esports, a lot of people don't view esports as a sport, especially people who watch esports. Sure, most of the members on a specific competitive gaming team are usually tall, lanky, white, barely any facial hair, but I feel like this gives people a lot of opportunities to do something that they never really had the chance to do before. I mean, I've just gotten back into gaming after a long period of time of not playing games at all, so it only goes to show that a lot of people want to get into gaming as a hobby, as an idea, something that they can spend their time on, whether it's playing the games, being good at the games yourself, because I know a lot of people like that, or whether it's watching people be good at a game, or just watching people play a game in general. If you don't feel like playing the game is going to give you as much enjoyment, obviously over the course of the past decade, so to speak, people have grown a liking to watching people play video games and even becoming content creators. And the last thing I want to touch on is that when it comes to anyone's passions, people just don't want to be told that their passions are a waste of time, especially when they have the potential to make them a lot of money. A lot of people rag on car enthusiasts, beauty enthusiasts, movie enthusiasts, but how many of those people have actually stopped doing any of those things? And how many YouTube channels are there now where they're doing that exact thing? Case in point. And when grease monkeys lose the wrench they need to fix their engines, when your child loses their favorite toy, when your wife can't find her newly bought palette collection, you're most likely not gonna get anywhere by telling them to calm down and that it's not that serious. Man, I'd love to be in the room when a man tells his wife to calm down. He's gonna be sleeping on the couch for a week. So long story short, is it necessarily rational for someone to completely rage out when they come in second place for the third time in a row? Maybe not, but if you try too hard to explain that to someone who clearly isn't in the mood to be hearing that shit, don't be surprised when you're not invited to the cookout next week. Just saying. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos coming very soon. Again, thanks for watching and keep an eye out.